Let me start by reminding everyone that today's meeting is being recorded. So we will kindly ask everyone to maintain the same level of decorum as if we were meeting in person. And for those of you that are calling in on your cell phones, to ensure that you are muted, please remember to press *6 on your phone so that we don't have any feedback. We will begin this morning's meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. Oh, whoa, sorry. Somebody just popped up on my screen that shocked me there. So good morning, Mr. Kelly. Oh, thank you for muting your video, Mr. Kelly. Sorry, I apologize. We will begin this morning's meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Brown.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation of God, indivisible, with
liberty and justice for all. Sorry about that. All right. We need to, I need a motion for the approval of the minutes of the May 12th, May 19th, and May 26th, 2020 general sessions, the August 27th, 2020 briefing session, and the August 24th, 26th, and 28th, 2020 administrative briefing.
So moved.
Second.
Good morning, Commissioner Boyce, and thank you. Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
The minutes have been approved.
All right. Good morning, Commissioner Boyce. All right. First up is the Domestic Relations Court.
Resolution number 580-20, resolution authorizing the state fiscal year 2021 juvenile court funding applications update with the State of Ohio Department of Youth Services in the amount of $6,680,403.02.
Good morning, Commissioners. Barb Reeves, Deputy Director here with Domestic and Juvenile Court. This resolution is requesting the approval of the 2021 funding application update with the Ohio Department of Youth Services. The grant utilizes the grant funds to fund 31 employees and contracts with various community-based organizations that provide direct services to our youth. Pending any questions, the court requests the approval of this resolution.
I'll move for approval of 580-20.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 580-20 has been adopted. Resolution number 581-20, resolution authorizing a second contract extension with Trinity Services Group Incorporated to provide, manage, and operate a food service program for the Franklin County Juvenile Intervention Center in the amount of $320,000.
This resolution is requesting the one-year contract extension with Trinity Services that provides the food service to the Juvenile Intervention Center. This contract was originally bid through the purchasing department, and the contract remains unchanged from the previous year. Pending any questions, the court requests the approval of this resolution.
If there are no questions, I'll move for approval of 581-20.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 581-20 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. The coroner.
Resolution number 582-20, resolution authorizing a contract with Store Mortuary Transport Columbus, LLC for body transportation services in the amount of $310,500.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm Amanda Alvarez, the Director of Operations with the Coroner's Office representing Dr. Annie Ortiz. So this resolution will authorize a contract with Store Mortuary Transport Columbus, LLC for our body transport services. This was a competitive sealed proposal process where Store Mortuary Transport was the best proposal for the requested service. The term of this contract will be for 1 year, effective upon the approval, with an option for extension for 4 additional 1-year periods. So pending any questions, we ask for your approval of this resolution.
If there are no questions, I will move for approval of 582-20.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 582-20 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thanks. The engineer.
Commissioner, we begin with a public hearing this morning.
Oh, I apologize. So we have a public hearing this morning. Mr. Clerk, if you could please read the public hearing into the record.
Requisition regarding a final hearing for establishing, altering, and widening of the Elliott Road at Hayden Run Drainage Improvement Project, Brown Township and Washington Township, Franklin County, Ohio.
And Mr. Robertson, if you would brief the resolution before we open it up, or before we ask if there's anyone to speak on it.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Cornell Robertson, Franklin County Engineer. And as stated, this is a drainage improvement in the northwest part of the county in Brown Township and Washington Township along Elliott Road and along Hayden Run Road. This particular area has experienced drainage problems for many, many years by the residents, farmers, and even along our roadways. And so this particular public hearing is the third advertised public meeting that we've had for this project so far. The first would have been the public hearing that we held as part of the declare necessary process with you all. And then we held a public involvement meeting on site closer to the site for the residents to come in and learn about the project. And so the subsequent resolution, if you all approve, will allow us to begin the right-of-way acquisition process, begin the appraisals, and the process of negotiating with the individual property owners. Happy to answer any questions that you all or our constituents may have. Thank you.
All right, is there anyone on the video conference or on the call today that would like to speak to the public hearing? All right, seeing none, we will close the public hearing, and if the clerk would read the resolution into the record.
Resolution number 583-20, final hearing for establishing, altering, and widening of the Elliott Road and Hayden Run Road Drainage Improvement Project, Brown Township at Washington Township, Franklin County, Ohio.
If there are no questions, I will move for approval of 583-20.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 583-20 has been adopted. Resolution number 584-20, resolution endorsing applications submitted by County Engineer Cornell R. Robertson on behalf of Franklin County for Mid-Ohio Regional Planning Commission attributable federal funding of road and bridge projects.
Commissioners, as you know, MORPC updates their programming for allocation of federal funds every 2 years. This resolution authorizes the Franklin County Engineer's Office to submit applications for projects with no current federal funding. The projects that we anticipate to apply for include Cook Road from Carl Road to Cleveland Avenue, Cassidy Avenue from 670 north to Agler Road, Havens Corners Road from Taylor Station Road to Reynoldsburg New Albany Road, and Trabue Road Bridge over Schuyler River.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move for passage of 584-20.
Commissioner Boyce, you're muted, sir.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 584-20 has been adopted. Resolution number 585-20, resolution authorizing County Engineer Cornell R. Robertson to submit applications and execute project agreements on behalf of Franklin County for Ohio Public Works Commission funding of road and bridge projects.
Commissioners, this is a similar resolution. It authorizes the Franklin County Engineer's Office to submit applications for OPWC funding. Applications will be submitted by September 30th, with awards likely by the end of this year. We plan to submit for the following projects: Fisher Road widening at the new jail, Morris Road at Babbitt Road, State Route 317 at Lockbourne Road, Sunbury Road at Woodward Avenue, and Winchester Pike Bridge over Georges Creek.
Okay, if there are no questions or comments, I'll move for approval of 58520.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 585-20 has been adopted.
Thank you all very much. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Mr. Robertson, and now the treasurer.
Resolution number 586-20, resolution establishing an affordable housing linked deposit pilot program and authorizing related documents and agreements.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. Thank you for the opportunity to present Resolution 586-20, resolution establishing an affordable housing linked deposit program and authorizing related documents and agreements. This linked deposit program was born of months of vetting and research, and what we present today we believe to be the most well-suited to assist with the current challenges that we are experiencing here in Franklin County with affordable housing. We are well below capacity to serve the needs of our growing communities and neighborhoods, and the county itself has taken a very focused and effective approach to solving the current needs, and this linked deposit program will be an excellent complement to the portfolio of services and resources provided by the commissioners. As with all of the investments considered and utilized within our county portfolio, the linked deposit program, which is a certificate of deposit investment, is a stable, low to zero risk product that shares the revenue derived from the certificate earnings to offset interest paid by the borrower, in this case, a developer for a project that is going to be known as Lockbourne Green. We will continue to weigh the benefits of the linked deposit program as it relates in relevance to other possible applications here in Franklin County, to include residential and small local business development and stabilization. Of some interest, Senate Bill 361 was introduced yesterday, which is a linked deposit program for adoption services. Linked deposits are well used at the state level and have been used previously in Franklin County. We do ask for your consideration of this resolution today.
Any comments or questions?
I just want to congratulate, thank you, Commissioner Brown. I just want to congratulate and thank Treasurer Brooks Sullivan for being so thoughtful in approaching this affordable housing challenge that we all have to address. And we've got to think of very creative and aggressive ways to deal with the growth of Central Ohio, not just right now, but for the next 2 decades, really. And this is a tool, a resource that has been very well thought out by the treasurer, but more importantly, is creative in using funds to allow for and support affordable housing. It should be noted to the public that that we're not losing any money either here. This is a matter of using the yield on investment instruments like certificates of deposit to reduce the cost of affordable housing. And so it's really a thoughtful and creative way. And I just wanted to acknowledge and thank Treasurer Brooks Sullivan. We, as part of the Investment Advisory Committee, we all pushed her to really tighten the screws on this model and to do it in a way that really gave us the maximum impact. And I think this is, as a pilot, I think we're headed in that direction. So I just wanted to congratulate you for all your work, Treasurer Brooks Sullivan, and thanks for being patient, certainly with me during the process as I asked questions and engaged with you about it. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Commissioner Boyce. And while we are thanking individuals on this, on here with us today, we also have David Rogers, Emmett Kelly, attorneys at law with Frost, Brown, and Todd, Jim McCourt, our portfolio manager from Meter Investments, Dennis Jacobozzi, president of United American Capital Corporation, Mike Primo, Director of Engagement Community Development for All People, Sue Hamilton, who has coached me all the way through the last 2 years with link deposit programs, Zach Space, President of Sunday Creek Horizons Consultant Firm, and Jeff Woda, Managing Director of Woda Companies, all of which have been stakeholders and invested many hours of research, time, and vetting on this process, along with my investment advisory council. So thank you to everybody who has contributed to getting this program together and finally able to establish the program and get some affordable housing underway.
I think this is a great complement to our other efforts. So thank you for this, Treasurer. This makes a great deal of sense to add to our portfolio of all of the efforts, and we need to address affordable housing in so many different ways. So I appreciate your efforts to add to the mix. I really do. And with that, unless my colleagues have any other questions or comments, I'll move for approval of 58620.
Second.
Well, during I'll just jump in real quick if I might. During this difficult time of, there's certainly a need for affordable housing tools. And so I just was telling Mr. Kovac yesterday that going forward, one of the biggest issues that Franklin County is going to be faced with, one of a handful of the biggest issues that we're going to be faced with is continuing to address affordable housing. And so this is very timely, very important work. I'm also glad, Madam Treasurer, that you included Sue Hamilton in that list of folks that you addressed. Otherwise, it would have been a lineup of a rogues gallery of gentlemen that I've known for a very long time. And so I'm glad you included Sue in that list. So spruces things up a bit. So that's a very talented list of individuals that you listed. A lot of really good people there, a lot of really good advisors. I can't believe I'm giving them all compliments in public like this, but those are a lot of old friends, including Sue. I shouldn't say that. A lot of longtime friends, including Sue. So I'm glad you included her though, because I just got a needle, my friends. So thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Brown and Commissioner O'Grady. Thank you.
The resolution has been moved and seconded. Voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
and Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 586-20 has been adopted.
Thank you.
We are on to economic development and planning.
Resolution number 587-20, resolution authorizing the Board of Franklin County Commissioners to sign the attached discharge of mortgage instrument for Charles McLean at 3820 Genesee Avenue, Mifflin Township, Ohio, 43219.
Morning, Commissioners. I'm Director Jim Shermer. Welcome from EDP this morning. I'm here with my colleague, Madison Andrews. We have a number of discharges of mortgages and one subordination agreement we'd like to take you through this morning. This first one relates to Mr. Charles McLean at 3820 Genesee Avenue in Mifflin Township. Mr. McLean took out a mortgage of $1,450 against his real estate for improvements. The above loan, or actually the loan, has been satisfied. He has met all of the requirements associated with the loan and would like to have the property, have the certificate of release, the satisfaction of mortgage and the discharge of mortgage on this property acted on by you. So I'd respectfully ask the Commissioners sign those documents and release Mr. McLean's property from this lien.
Move approval of 58720.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 587-20 has been adopted. Resolution number 588-20, resolution authorizing the Board of Franklin County Commissioners to sign the attached discharge of mortgage instrument for Diana Bowen at 3819 Missouri Avenue, Columbus, Ohio, 43219.
Commissioners, Diane Bowen took out a loan from Franklin County in the amount of $15,000. The requirements of this housing loan have been satisfied. The property taxes are paid and current. I would respectfully ask the commissioners to sign the certificates of release, the satisfaction of and discharge of mortgage on this property.
Move for passage of 58820.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
yes,
Resolution number 588-20 has been adopted. Resolution number 589-20, resolution authorizing the Board of Franklin County Commissioners to sign the attached discharge of mortgage instrument for Barbara Rosenbaum at 180 Topsfield Road, Columbus, Ohio, 43228.
Commissioners, Ms. Rosenbaum took out a $15,000 loan from Franklin County to assist with the purchase of her home. The requirements of the housing loan have been satisfied. The property taxes are paid and current. I would respectfully ask that the commissioners sign the certificate of release, the satisfaction and discharge of mortgage on this property.
I'll move for passage of 58920.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
yes,
Resolution number 589-20 has been adopted. Resolution number 590-20, resolution authorizing the Board of Franklin County Commissioners to sign the attached discharge of mortgage instrument for Heather Peterson at 1060 High Street, Township of Pleasant, Ohio, 43126.
Commissioners, Heather Peterson took out a $7,905 loan on real estate that we would like to see released. The requirements of the housing loan have been satisfied. Property taxes are paid and current, and I would respectfully ask the commissioners to sign the certificates of release, the satisfaction and discharge of mortgage on this property.
Move approval of 59020.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
yes,
Resolution number 590-20 has been adopted. Resolution number 591-20, resolution authorizing the Board of Franklin County Commissioners to sign the attached discharge of mortgage instrument for Diane Mays at 3819 Missouri Avenue, Township of Mifflin, Ohio, 43219.
Commissioners, Ms. Mays took out a loan of $4,815 on real estate. She has in fact met the requirements of the housing loan, which has been satisfied. Property taxes are paid and current, and I would respectfully ask the commissioners to sign certificates of release and the satisfaction and discharge of the mortgage instrument on this property.
Move approval of 59120.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
yes,
Resolution number 591-20 has been adopted. Resolution number 592-20, resolution authorizing the Board of Franklin County Commissioners to sign the attached discharge of mortgage instrument for Charles Clark at 1990 Stelter Road, Township, Mifflin, Ohio, 43219.
Commissioners, Mr. Clark took out a loan for in the amount of $2,061 on real estate. He has in fact met the requirements of the housing loan. The property taxes are paid and current, and I would respectfully ask that the commissioners sign the certificates of release and the satisfaction and the discharge of mortgage instrument on this property.
Move for passage of 59220.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
yes,
Resolution number 592-20 has been adopted. Resolution number 593-20, resolution authorizing the Board of Franklin County Commissioners to sign the attached discharge of mortgage instrument for Sarah Morton at 5119 Edgeview, Columbus, Ohio, 43207.
Commissioners, this property is owned by Sarah Morton. She has a $5,255.50 loan with Franklin County. The requirements of the housing loan have been satisfied. The property taxes are paid and current. I would respectfully ask that the commissioners sign the certificates of release, the satisfaction and discharge of mortgage instrument on this property.
Move for passage of 59320.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 593-20 has been adopted. Resolution number 594-20, resolution authorizing the Board of Franklin County Commissioners to sign the attached discharge of mortgage instrument for Joel N. Dobney and Laura K. Dobney at 5482 Wesley Run Drive, Columbus, Ohio, 43228.
Commissioners, the Dobneys have a loan of $4,952.36 on the real estate. The requirements of this housing loan have also been satisfied. The property taxes are paid and current, and I would respectfully ask the commissioners to sign the certificates of release and the satisfaction and discharge of mortgage instrument on this property.
Move for passage of 59420.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 594-20 has been adopted. Resolution number 595-20, resolution authorizing the Board of Franklin County Commissioners to sign the attached discharge of mortgage instrument for Sarah Pangborn at 1844 Laner Road, Township of Clinton, Ohio, 43224.
Commissioners, Sherry Pangborn had a real estate loan of $4,817 on this property. The requirements of the housing loan have been satisfied. The property taxes are paid and current, and I would respectfully ask that the commissioners sign the certificates of release and the satisfaction and discharge of mortgage instrument on this property.
Move for passage of 59520.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 595-20 has been adopted. Resolution number 596-20, resolution authorizing a subordination agreement with Mark Hall to allow for a home mortgage refinance on his property at 2415 Lindbergh Drive, Columbus, Ohio, 43223.
Commissioners, Mr. Hall would like to refinance his property. The commissioners hold a mortgage lien, which secured a rehabilitation loan of $6,564.14 on the property. Mr. Hall would like to subordinate this loan in order to refinance his property with JP Morgan Chase. The refinancing will reduce Mr. Hall's interest rate from 6.375 to 3.99. Commissioners, all the requirements for a lien subordination have been met and the property taxes are current. Therefore, I would respectfully ask that you approve this subordination agreement this morning.
I will move for passage of 59620.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 596-20 has been adopted.
Thank you, commissioners.
Great work, Director. Justice Policy and Programs.
Excuse me, resolution number 597-20, resolution authorizing a professional service contract with Roger Chapman for peer support and case management services through the fiscal year 2019 and 2020. Use control and prevention grant in the amount of $22,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Michael Daniels, Director of the Office of Justice Policy and Programs. As stated in the title, this will use the Center for Disease Control opiate overdose monies to allow us to hire a peer support specialist to work with the men coming out of our Pathways program and other programs who are at risk of opiate overdose. Pending any questions, I'd ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move for passage of 59720.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
and
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Thank you. Resolution number 597-20 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Michael. We're easy for me to say, Public Facilities Management.
Resolution number 598-20, Resolution authorizing execution of a parking rental agreement with Osers Broad Street LLC for leased parking spaces in support of the operation of county agencies located at Memorial Hall in the amount of $54,600.
Good morning, Commissioners. Darla Reardon, Director of Public Facilities Management. This resolution renews our parking rental agreement for spaces in the Osers parking garage adjacent to Memorial Hall. Rental of the spaces ensures we have adequate parking for building residents and visitors utilizing the services of county agencies in Memorial Hall located at 280 East Broad Street. No increase in the rental charges requested in the renewal of this agreement of 1 additional year. Pending any questions, we request your approval of this resolution. Thank you.
I'll move for approval of 59820.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 598-20 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Human Resources.
Resolution number 599-20, resolution authorizing a contract modification with Columbus LLC for event management services for the Franklin County Cooperative Health Improvement Program in the amount of $1,100.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Jody.
This is Jody Leese, Assistant Director of Human Resources, Benefits, and Wellness. I am joined this morning by Jessica McCurdy, who is our Coordinator of Wellness and Benefits Programs, and she has worked on these contract resolutions a bit, so I wanted her to be recognized. The first resolution is a resolution modifying the existing contract with Columbus Running Company. Columbus Running Company provides event management services for the Franklin County 5K and Thrive On Challenge. Due to COVID, this year's 5K is being held as a virtual event, and this contract modification alters the scope and pricing accordingly. Pending any questions, I request approval of this resolution.
I'll move for passage of 59920.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 599-20 has been adopted. Resolution number 600-20, resolution authorizing a contract modification with Ohio Health Corporation to provide wellness services for the Franklin County Cooperative Health Improvement Program in the amount of $2,008,706.
This resolution modifies the existing contract with Ohio Health. Ohio Health provides our wellness programming and services for the Franklin County Cooperative. And again, due to COVID, we needed to make some adjustments in our wellness programs this year. So this modification incorporates those changes, as well as increases the funds available for flu shots and adds Weight Watchers as a weight management option. Pending any questions, I request approval of this resolution.
I'll move for passage of 600-20.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 600-20 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jody.
Thanks.
For the first department.
Resolution number 601-20, resolution authorizing a second contract extension for 2 countywide contracts for print shop paper and supplies in the amount of $450,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Megan Perry Balanier, Director of Purchasing. This resolution requests your approval of the second extension of our contracts with Millcraft Paper Company and Sterling Paper Company. These vendors were awarded contracts in 2018 under a competitive ITB process to provide paper and supplies to the county print shop and other using county agencies. There are no price increases for this extension period, and the not to exceed dollar amount for purchases from both of these contracts will not exceed $450,000 during this extension term. The extension period runs through May 28th of 2021, with 2 optional 1-year extensions remaining. Pending any questions, I request your approval of this resolution.
I'll move for passage of 60120.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 601-20 has been adopted. Resolution number 602-20, resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $3,738,768.86.
Commissioners, this resolution requests your approval of 88 purchase orders for which the county auditor has pre-certified available funding. This week, 9 out of 21 eligible POs totaling $645,805.67 are being presented for award to 2 small and emerging business enterprises, 4 women business enterprises, and 3 minority business enterprises. This represents 43% of the eligible PO volume and 96% of the eligible PO dollar value. Pending any questions, I request your approval of this resolution.
I'll move for approval of 60220.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 602-20 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. All right, the Board of Commissioners.
Resolution number 603-20, resolution designating authorized agents for Franklin County to perform administrative duties regarding the Federal Emergency Management Agency Public Assistance Program with respect to COVID-19.
Good morning, Commissioners. It's Zach Telerik with the Office of Management and Budget. This resolution would designate the Director of OMB and the Director of Emergency Management and Homeland Security as the authorized agents to act on behalf of Franklin County for FEMA's Public Assistance Program with respect to COVID-19. The intent is for me as Director of OMB to be the primary agent, and based on discussions with Jeff Young, that it made sense to have him as Director of Emergency Management and Homeland Security also listed, since that agency maintains access to the funding portal and is routinely the point of contact with Ohio EMA. The Office of Management and Budget and Emergency Management and Homeland Security have been reviewing the requirements from FEMA, as well as working with the Auditor's Office and Franklin County Public Health since the end of March to develop guidance for county entities and a process to ensure that we have the necessary documentation to seek reimbursement for eligible emergency protective measures. FEMA will provide for 75% reimbursement of these eligible expenses, and the state of Ohio will be providing the 25% local share from its allocation of CARES Act funding. In order to prioritize the request for reimbursement, and based on discussions with Ohio EMA, the intent is to submit a separate application for the Surge Hospital at the Greater Columbus Convention Center, followed by a second application for the personal protective equipment, sanitizer, and enhanced cleaning required due to COVID-19. Expenses that are not eligible from FEMA are being tracked and will be reimbursed through the county's allocation of the Coronavirus Relief Fund authorized by the CARES Act. In addition to the COVID-19 response grants and eligible payroll expenditures, this would include the purchase of equipment to improve teleworking, as well as signage, plexiglass, and other items required to promote social distancing. Pending any questions, I would ask for your approval of this resolution.
I think this makes a great deal of sense. I would hope that the commissioners would get a chance to just see what you're submitting as you're putting all of that together so that we know what's being submitted as it gets to the federal government, unless my colleagues disagree with that.
Oh, I agree.
Is there any problem with that?
No, not at all. We'll make sure that the first application is just about completed, so we're doing the final review, but we'll make sure to get that to your offices this week before we submit it.
That's great. I appreciate that. I'll move for approval of 60320.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 603-20 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Hinderlang, do we have any journalizations?
Not this morning, Commissioner.
Okay. Mr. Kovac, do you have anything for any of us?
I have a couple things I'll pursue offline, so no questions this morning. Thank you.
Okay. All right, everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you, everyone.